10 minutes.
I want to talk about magic. Let's start with the very first play of the NFC Championship. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, showing what made them hurt so good. Eagles hosting the Commanders. That's where they're going. Eagles win 55-23 to punch their ticket. All right. Herm Edwards back with us. Damian Woody in the house. Damian, the Eagles passing game, that was considered a weakness, much maligned, and then they dropped 55. How close to complete is this team right now?
They are complete. They are complete because when you look at this Philadelphia Eagles team, you're talking about the number one. They have the number one defense in the league. They have the number one rushing attack in the league. And as far as the passing game is concerned, they got guys that can just flat out beat you one-on-one. And they got a quarterback that's a dual-threat quarterback, okay? And showed yesterday that, you know, hey, guys, you guys been talking all this stuff about, well, what's going on? What's wrong with Jalen Hurts? What's wrong with this passing attack? Well, it shows you in the biggest moment that they have more than enough in the passing game to beat you because they got a guy in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith that can beat you one-on-one. So when you look at this Philadelphia Eagles team, they're about as complete a team that you're going to see in the National Football League.
And Dee says it right. This was probably the most impressive win they've had thus far in playoff competition. The way they played on offense, the balance of this offense all of a sudden. Hurts went back through the football. Not a lot of RPOs. He just went back and threw it to A.J. Brown, to Goddard, to Smith. We have Barkley, obviously. He can run. I say we, but the Eagles have Barkley.
Hey, you
obviously, that can run the football. And then their defense turned around and took the ball away, 28 points. So this is a complete football game. Can they carry this to the Super Bowl? If they do, they win.
Yeah, best game of the year, felt like. And you know what? When Kenny Gainwell went down, then Will Shipley picking it up. I mean, this team was looking unbelievable. Now, meanwhile, Jayden Daniels, he put together this incredible season. I just want to give him his flowers because I can't say that anybody saw him doing what he did this season, leading this team this far in the postseason. Is this the best rookie year you've ever seen by a QB?
And I've been in the league a long time, coaching and playing. I would have to say, yeah. A 4-13 team.
Wow.
They were 4-13 before he arrived on campus. And now they lost to the Eagles in the championship to go to the Super Bowl. That's pretty impressive. And he did a lot, not only with his arm, but his legs as well. He was a dual-threat quarterback. He almost ran for 1,000 yards. He had 900 yards rushing as well. But this is the future of Washington. If you're a fan now, a Commanders fan, you're going, oh, boy, I get to watch this for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
We got us a quarterback. And that whole division is put on notice.
Hey, Coach Ryan, you know the biggest takeaway I came away from this game? I know we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. My biggest takeaway was Washington got themselves a guy. Think about this, man. Think about this offseason with all that cap space that the Washington Commanders have. There's going to be guys flocking to Washington, trying to get to Washington to go play with that stud quarterback. This is going to be a fun division, man, for years to come.
Yeah, only thing he's got to work on, I think, is that touchdown dance. This whole thing with
I don't
Michael
know where
Jackson.
he got that. I'm going to talk to him about that.
Yeah. He can work on that, though. All Daniels did in his rookie year was put up a QBR of 71, fourth best in the NFL. Guys, we'll be back with you in a sec.
All right, guys, meanwhile in the AFC, a select few have tried, but only these Kansas City Chiefs have made it to a Super Bowl after winning back-to-back titles. Patrick Mahomes picking Sunday to have his first career game with multiple rushing touchdowns. He threw for another, and the Chiefs managed to hang on and beat the Bills at Arrowhead again. Jeff Darlington braved the cold again. He has more from Arrowhead.
The feelings were familiar on Sunday night as the confetti fell once more on the heads of Patrick Mahomes and his teammates. But the challenge that now awaits the Kansas City Chiefs is foreign even to this budding dynasty.
We're not done, so we're not done. We got another game against a real good Philadelphia Eagles team.
No team, not the Steelers of the 70s or the 49ers of the 80s or the more recent Patriots squads, have ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row. The Chiefs are now 1 game away, but trying to balance the task at hand with the possibility of making history.
Obviously, it'll be awesome. I think it'll be something I look back at the end of my career if we're able to go out there and get that three-peat. But at the same time, you just treat it as one season and one Super Bowl run, which is always hard to do.
You've got to keep everything in perspective. And really, when it comes down to it, all the confetti, all that's great. I mean, it's great. Nothing like doing it with your home fans. But it's going to come down to a football game.
That being said, the three-peat is a goal they have openly discussed since the moments after they won the Super Bowl last year. It is a goal that will certainly weigh heavy in the weeks ahead.
All we wanted was the opportunity to get there. We're there, and we're going to close the deal.
If indeed the Chiefs were to get their third straight Super Bowl, there's already some wonder about what might motivate this team next. After Sunday's win, Mahomes already had his answer. I'm still a long way from catching Tom Brady, but a win in 2 weeks will get him one ring closer. In Kansas City, Jeff Darlington, ESPN.
All right, Damian Woody there. Herm Edwards here with us on SportsCenter once again. A third straight Super Bowl. Damian, a third straight Super Bowl win for Kansas City would mean what?
The best dynasty I've ever seen, and I was part of one. I mean, the things that they're doing, man, is just it's unbelievable. Patriots, if the Chiefs go out here and win a third straight, that's something that the Patriots, we can't make a claim to that. To winning 3 straight Super Bowls, 7 straight, AFC championships, just unbelievable what Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have been able to do. So they go out here and finish this deal, man. I think it's the best dynasty. So I really do. I think it's the best.
That's what differentiates it, is them winning 3 straight, whereas you guys just had multiple trips in a condensed period of time, but them winning 3 straight. Coach, what about you?
Yeah, it's very difficult to win a Super Bowl, period, even to get there.
Sure.
This team is on the precipice of winning 3 in a row. Yeah. I mean, who does that? This is pro football. This is pro football. Everyone has good players, yeah. And they're about to try to do something that's never been done before.
Damian, Kansas City opens as a narrow, early favorite on ESPN Bet. Who's the team to beat in your eyes in Super Bowl 59?
Let me just say this. Philadelphia has a better roster. Top 53, but you're not going to catch me picking against the Chiefs. If you want to beat the King, you got to go out there and beat the King. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah. Coach,
I'll say this. If Philadelphia plays the way they played against Washington, they win the Super Bowl. They got to repeat it, though. That's how you got to play against this guy. Because if not, they're going to win 3 in a row.
Okay.
Funny thing about this, I work for both organizations.
I was going to say,
so I'm kind of good either way. I'm kind of good either way, right?
And you had that
so I'm just kind of sitting here watching this.
Yeah.
Going, okay, we're good.
Coach,
game as well.
Hey, Coach, you just part of winners every team we talk about. Hey, you're part of winners.
I wish I had that quarterback when I was in Kansas City.
Yeah.
All right, ESPN projections going to give the Eagles a 56% chance to win it all. That is Damian Woody, Herm Edwards. Coach, everybody's sticking around. We're sticking